as being a developed economy which is in the Asian region and which has deep links in the region. And that does put us in a position where we can talk to various groups in the region in a way in which other developed economies cannot. And that, I think, is a very big advantage for us. It's a good uni.
Very good state as well. I had a question about the G20. Previously, before the financial crisis, it was a meeting event primarily for finance ministers. Of course, afterwards, you have the leaders coming along, the G20 starting up. I'm interested in your thoughts on how that's changed the dynamics of the G20 process of having leaders included beyond what was a sort of a casual meeting for financial ministers.
Well, it's completely changed it. My first meeting of the G20, which was originally just the finance ministers, and it was a body that came out of the Asian financial crisis, was in fact an emergency meeting that was called to coincide with the IMF meeting that was in Washington towards the end of 2008. This was really at the height of the global financial crisis and what became the global recession beginning to sweep through the developed world. That was the meeting where in the afternoon we'd attended the IMF session, and we were then given a presentation from Oliver Blanchard about the fact that the global economy was about to fall off a cliff. Ministers around the room were pretty concerned, and an emergency meeting of G20 finance ministers, partially at the urging of Australia, was called. It was called not knowing then that our engagement with the United States about this issue had got to the point that the American president decided to turn up unannounced at that meeting that night. It was to George Bush's great credit that he came to that meeting and talked to the G20 finance ministers around the world about what a problem America had given to many of the developed and developing economies in the world, and that America would show some leadership to ensure that we found a path through the emerging crisis. He had obviously decided when he addressed us that evening that in fact he was going to then call together